It's the Steam Summer Sale 2017, and I want to know from you in the comments, what games are you picking up during the sale? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what games I've gotten and how that's going to impact the channel moving forward. Don't worry, Football Manager, not going anywhere, but let's talk about that right now. Hey guys, just a quick channel update for you. Not going to have a From Backpack to Boss or Dominating Denmark episode out today. I've been putting it on Twitter, and I think I mentioned it in a couple of the videos earlier this week. I got really sick Sunday night. I pretty much slept 15 hours on Monday. It was glorious. Like, I was completely out. So I'm feeling better. But unfortunately, special assistant, my son, he got sick this morning. So that has kind of definitely thrown a wrench into all my recording plans this week. Just getting stuff out and editing it has taken a little bit longer as usual because we're running around and like Clorox wiping the entire house and steam mopping and, you know, whatever else. So we've been busy with that stuff. But I did want to talk to you about the summer sale on Steam and let you know about some games that we're going to be showcasing here on the channel in the coming months-ish time frame, something like that. So the one on the screen right now that you can see is Plague Inc. Evolved. It's a game I've had my eye on for quite some time. Kind of a fitting topic considering my entire family has been sick, including myself. But essentially, you play the role of a plague, which is kind of funny, but you evolve you like pick up different attributes, whether you're a bacteria, virus, or whatever, and you try and wipe out the entire world, which sounds kind of horrific, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I've seen some cool videos on YouTube of it, so maybe you'll enjoy that. Hopefully you'll enjoy that. Not maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Excellent. So I picked that up because the Steam sale's going on. It was $6.74 US dollars, so it's like that's a bargain when it's normally 15 bucks. We'll take that. Then for you guys that love the management games, I have picked up Motorsport Manager here. I'm a little worried they're going to come out with like Motorsport Manager 18 or something like that. I hope not, because they've released some DLC for this version of the game, so I'm hoping they stick with it. But if you're not familiar with it, it's kind of like Football Manager just for the motorsport world. So you scout, you pick drivers and mechanics and all that kind of stuff. They have star ratings. It's very similar in that aspect. You set up your cars. The Motorsport Manager, like the standard one, is an F1 game. You can download a mod with like the real names. I think I'm just going to keep it where it's just the made up names. We'll see. But I also picked up, there's a DLC for the GT series, which takes into so like some factors like the driver's weight, which is like actually what happens in racing is like you have to factor that, hey, this driver weighs 10 pounds more than the other driver. That's going to offset your race up a little bit. So pick that up as well, because it was like $4. It was like 50% off. So I picked that up. And then one, I've seen Loki Doki play this, and then I watched a streamer named Sacriel play it for about 2 or 3 hours or something like that on stream. But Darkest Dungeon, so it's a game that came out a year and a half ago. They just released a new DLC called the Crimson Court. So if you've seen Loki's channel, you may have seen this, but it's an RPG game where you build a team. It reminds me of like Final Fantasy. I really loved Chrono Trigger growing up on, was it Super Nintendo? That was a fantastic game. Kind of reminds me a little bit of that, where you're picking a squad and you go in, you've each got abilities, all that kind of stuff. But the fun, it's two things. There's permadeath. So like if one of your characters dies, it's like, sorry, they're dead. But you level them up. So that's one thing I think is really interesting. Another thing I really like about it is the voice acting. Like from what I've seen in the videos and from watching Sacriel do it on Twitch, the voice acting is phenomenal. So I really like games with really good voice acting. But the other thing is like your characters pick up negative traits and it's random. Like they pick up positive and negative traits when they level up. It's not like you're picking, like there's not like a best path. Like, oh, pick this next and pick that next. It's like you click upgrade or whatever, like when you get to the next level, and you hope for the best. So I think that's kind of cool because it's kind of random. So pick that up as well. And last but not least, right before the sale, so it's like a penny less than what I paid for it, I picked up This War of Mine, which is apparently, it was recommended by one of the commenters, JRO Bessie. Thank you, sir. And it's essentially you are in a war zone, and you, instead of being on the military side of it, you're on the civilian side of it, and you have to make really tough choices to survive. From what I've seen is essentially like you can go like take out the other civilians so that your people can survive, like, or you can try and work with them, but that may like spread out the resources too thin. So we'll take a look at that, kind of spreading the love here. So I'm not sure which one we're going to go with first. I'm thinking Darkest Dungeon because that's the most recent release with the Crimson, what's it called? I already called it that, right? Crimson Court DLC. Because I think people are going to be searching for that on YouTube, so I want to try and like get some love there. But that's what's going to be coming. I'm not giving up on the other stuff. So Dominating Denmark, I've got to go through and start like doing transfers. We still have the last 2 games of the season, so I'm trying to get through that while not rushing through building the team for next season, since obviously we didn't get promoted. Spoiler alert. And then from Backpack to Boss with Kaiserslautern, got some huge games coming up. We're in the semifinals of the DFB Pokal. I think we're currently 2nd place in the league, so it's like coming down to the wire. We're kind of, I think one of the, I can't remember, I'm sorry who it was, in the comments said, we're like, are we going to be the Leicester City of the Bundesliga? And I said, well, not now because you've cursed us, because Bayern is just going to win all their games. So thank you for that. But I just want to get this out here on because I didn't want there to be a huge gap in content. I am going to try and get back to regular content starting tomorrow. Hopefully I have some time tonight to do some recording and editing and all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to let you guys know what was going on. Just dealing with sick family and kids and me, blah, and all that kind of stuff. But thank you so much for your continued viewership. Smash a like on it. Leave a comment. Also, I should have said this at the beginning. What kind of a Steam sale have you had? What games have you picked up? So I may edit this in and put it at the front of the video. I may do that. How about that? All right. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.